Testing one. Oh. What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I know you're probably sitting here enjoying the Friday night live stream, or maybe even the Saturday UK friendly live stream. It's Friday Night Live with your host, Wolf Brother Mythos, and the Freak. And now for the car wreck of a show, the Frost and Fist.
There we go. There's the handsome guy right there. Oh, it's funny because like I'm actually pulling off. There we go. Down there. There we go.
Oh my goodness. What craziness. Craziness. Oh, that music's too loud. Hang on, guys. Rocking's too loud. Shush. No more shush. All right, guys. So sorry about that. All right, where we at? All right. Hey, by the way, the model's looking good, dude.
Oh, thank you, my
A lot
brother.
of love to that orky goodness, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about how they were coming out for a little bit, but now that I'm getting close to the end, I'm starting to feel it, man.
Awesome.
Mini Warzone Pete often mentions sometimes you've just got to push past that stage where you feel like they suck, and they'll all come together in the end.
So I'm sure you already covered what you got for a poach job for yourself. So real quick, since kind of late to the party here. By the way, I'm so sorry. I am late to the party. We're actually looking for a house, and we went to go check out a listing. It just opened up just now. And the crazy part, the market is so insane. The moment that we saw it come through, we immediately call our agent and say, hey, we want to go look at this house. It looks amazing. It really fits the criteria that we're looking for. And, oh, okay, hang on, guys. Let me see. Crank the microphone, Freak. All right, hang on, guys. Bear with me. Let me make sure I'm all the way up here. Let's see.
I like when you're all the way up.
There we go. I'm sure you guys can hear me now. I just don't want to overpower it and be all extra. Does that sound sexy enough, guys? Give me a big thumbs up if you can hear me okay now. Anyway, better. Okay, great. So anyway, so immediately and the thing is, the listing had just broke through just a. When I sent you that message, it just came through about 30 minutes prior to that, and yeah, yes,
You always extra.
yes, Steve, I am. But anyway, so as soon as we saw it, we were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna go check this out. Sure enough, while we were out there, there was already a car driving by. I mean, the market is insane. It's a freaking seller's market for sure.
Cutthroat market, baby.
It really is. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. Keep you all updated. Happy freaking Friday. Hey, X-Gear Commander. Thank you so much, my man. Anyway.
X-Gear, baby. Hey, Brother Steve and Brother Freak, you guys are 3D printing experts. Have you guys heard of anything weird with the white resin for the Elegoo Mars? His white always seems to fail his prints.
White resin? I have never used white resin.
I know you've used clear. I know you use green.
Yeah,
and gray.
Yeah. No, I try not to. It's one of those beaten path kind of things. Is it okay? Let me ask this: what is it? Water washable, or is it denature alcohol? Not denature. Isopropyl alcohol based or cleansed?
Archer brings up a good point too.
Right.
The different colors of resin makes the exposure requirements different.
Yes, agreed. Totally agree. Especially clear. Clear seems to work really, really well. Can't get our clients to these houses fast enough. I know, Phoenix. It's insane. I'm serious. It just listed, and let's just say that we had to jump on this. So we'll see. Anyway, I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to jinx it. But anyway, but yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Gray is kind of like it's kind of the go-to, right? It seems like that always works. I've used clear. That's what I first started on. The clear transparent. I loved it, but the gray that I normally get works absolutely fantastic. Sometimes even better than the clear. So I know for like PLA, when you're using the regular plastic printers, the PLA printers, I know that those colors actually make a difference as well. I tried using gray PLA on my printer, and I found that most of the time it was very brittle, very hard, almost difficult to work with. Again, so I do believe that it just depends on, I know it's two different technologies. One is cured by UV, and the other one is just, pretty much hot glue. But yeah, I think the color has a lot to do with how well it absorbs light and how well it absorbs the UV when it's curing. So I don't know. I try to stick to with what I know, and like I said, gray seems to be the winner for me. So I don't know. Green resin using direct sunlight. That would be a good question for Brother Archer, actually, because he uses green. His stuff looks amazing, by the way. It comes out pretty well. He uses the green clear resin. I used the here's the funny part about it is when I try to cure my clear resin, the very transparent, it cures, but for some reason it'll this is funny. I try to cure it outside in sunlight, and it'll actually turn the color of the actual model. Instead of clear, it'll turn it into an amber color, which it doesn't matter to me because it did a great job curing it, hardening it, and all that. But I'm going to paint it anyway. Now, if there's going to be a model that is just going to be showcased as clear, then yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would cure it UV only. That makes sense. But yeah. Oh, good question, man. Haven't a whole lot of sunlight. I know it's been raining crazy here. It just now let up in the last couple of days, by the way. We're now getting a little, a little bit of a break, reprise on the rain. I got a Wham Bam, and I had to put some washers on the limiter stopper to adjust the extra 6mm bulk in the Wham Bam. Okay. I'm not sure what that's a reference to.
I was about to say the only Wham Bam I know is followed by Thank You, Ma'am.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking too, but...
Now, I remember when you first got your resin printer, and I think it was with the clear, for a little bit you tried curing in the direct sunlight, and that seemed to work for a little while, but the thicker the pieces, the more trouble you had with curing in direct sunlight.
Yeah, I did.
So this is when you started using the UV.
Right. And I really should get, by the way, I'm sorry for smacking her eating. I'm actually eating olives, this whole snack. I should get one of those curing booths or whatever. But I have the little flashlight. But anyway, but again, it does okay outside with direct sunlight. The only problem is, like I said, it's not even a problem. If you're using the model as a clear model, like you're going to showcase it clear, then don't do it outside because it'll actually discolor the resin. It actually turns it into an amber, like not a dark amber, but like a light, almost yellowish. Really interesting. So, but like I said, almost everything that I printed is just going to be, painted anyway. So anyway, I have some hobby news. So aside from still crushing in on 7 Days to Die, I've been really enjoying it. Brother Oni and I have done a couple of things. We've been actually getting together in hobby.
Whoa.
And then we went ahead and everything okay? Oh, he's muting. That can't be good. All right, if you see a throat punch, guys, you'll know what happened. Something's gonna go on down here. So we get to see it live right here on the Frost and Fish. So we'll wait and see. If Mrs. Mythos is getting kind of pissy, you're gonna see a foot come across that screen and smash into his head. It's going to be really, really interesting. So guys, grab your popcorn and your drinks. If you've got beer, you better get that too, because this is going to be really fun to watch. So we'll see. He's flinching now. I see him flinching. So this could be good, guys. Let's see what happens if he gets to the point where he... Good. Popcorn ready. All right, guys. Let's see if Mythos takes it. Yeah, we'll
I love you.
See, there we go. He's trying to calm and stamp the fire down. I'm not sure. I got 20 on Miss Lily. What do you think, guys?
I just want, for the record, I would like for the records to show it's not my fault. I ran out of focus attention last night. So.
Crap. Okay. Funny story.
Also, I have been cutting down to 1 pill a day for the last week to try and stretch it. So I'm already a little off.
Okay, guys, if you don't know what that focus attention is, it's the stuff that I take for my ADHD. It does exactly what the name is. It's a supplement that kind of helps you normalize the synapses and helps you to be able to focus and stay on task. My wife knows, my family knows when I stop taking it, and it's bad. I get threatened. Like, my life gets threatened. So I can understand.
My wife uses my focus attention as mischief management.
So, anyway. So what I was saying is that Oni and I had been getting together this week. We got together twice, and we did a little hobbying, just a little hobby hangout together. My biggest thing is I need a little extra motivation to just get back in it. I've been wanting to do it, and I'm just like, you know what? Why not just do a little hangout, talk? Because poor brother Mythos has been on the road all this week, and after that, oh, by the way, for hobby hangout or hobby news, I've actually started working again on the Storm Surge.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's actually coming out. Okay, and fun fact, right? You're gonna love this. The second night that we went, we tried to do this. I'm like, yes, and then there was a casualty. Thank you. I'm like, hey, can you let me finish? Can you stop? Let me tell the story. Golly. So anyway,
it's an old couple, guys. No, fine. You tell the story. No, you tell the story.
So I'm like, I've done a little bit of a hand painting. I'm thinking, okay, now I need to do the airbrush. So I turned the compressor on. I'm waiting for the thing to fill up. And I'm still talking to Oni, and I'm like, all right, this is going to be good. And I hear this hissing. Like, what the heck? You hear, psst. I'm like, what is going on? So I look over there, and there is a puddle underneath the compressor tank. Look, what is that? Why is that leak? And I'm thinking, oh, no. Oh, my gosh. That was the accumulation of moisture inside the tank. The thing is, it's supposed to come from the moisture catcher, or to the moisture capture, but apparently that's moisture that had not left the tank, and it sat and somehow rusted a hole in the bottom and one of the seams of the tank. And there's a pinhole, and they're all, oh my gosh. So I'm like, okay, so great. My compressor died. Needs to say I'm in the process of getting another one. But yeah, that was fun. But anyway, started working on a Storm Surge, and really is turning out pretty cool. I was struggling trying to get back in it again because it's a very interesting, it's a unique paint theme that I'm going with. And so, yeah, okay. And meanwhile, this moron here, he's like, you know what he says? Don't lie. Man, I love airbrushing. It's so much faster. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? He says this out of his mouth. Here I am. I got the blues. Yeah. And then I'm like, are you serious right now? He goes, yeah, man, I'm really liking this airbrush. It makes priming so much faster. Like, hey, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. So anyway, so I did a little more painting by hand, but there's only so much I could do, and so yeah, I was kind of disappointed. We jumped on 7 Days to Die again.
Phil, it's good to see you back painting again, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I wanna finish this. The storms are just, I think it's gonna come out. It's gonna turn out really cool. I got really good vibes on it.
Nice. So I mentioned a little earlier, but since we got a few viewers, I'm going to go ahead and revisit some of these stories. So I was I tend to paint whenever I have long layovers. I paint in the airport. Whenever I'm staying at a hotel, I paint at the hotel. I use my little quart flight bag you're allowed for liquids. I use that. I don't use that for toiletries or anything like that. I use that to transport paint. And my bag,
some interesting looks going through security.
I've never had them comment on the paint before. I did have a couple of like once an older guy, and then once a lady come over and ask what I was painting, and they seemed like, oh, that seems pretty cool. I was painting both times. I was painting Space Wolves. I was doing the aggressors when the older guy came over and asked me about it, and when the lady came,
Henry, ask him what he's painting. Josh, don't ask him. What are you painting there, son? Oh, I'm just painting little toys.
And I think it was my blood claws whenever the lady came and asked me. But yeah, so
great, walk away. Just don't look at him. Just walk away.
But yeah, I've never gotten the weird looks like I always expect. I was a little nervous when I first started painting in public like that.
That would be. I'd be getting tased just for no reason.
But yeah, so I was painting at the airport, and I was telling people I have this horrible habit of, I will hold the model with the crook of my hand, and the paint pot with the other, or vice versa. And what happens is that I'll dip in the paint and I'll brush the model, and I'll dip in the paint and I'll brush the model. But then my ADD will kick in, and I will forget that I'm holding the paint and start turning the model to get those hard to reach areas. I've done that at least. I've done that at least 5 times in 5 years of painting. And man, this time it spilled on my good jeans and my purple button up, and I had it like all over my hands and stuff. And I was in the airport where I couldn't really clean up. It was really awkward. And then on top of that, I think gunk built up from that spill around the lid. So when I sealed it back up and put it in the bag, it exploded in the bag. So I had to go get a new pot of Grey Seer.
Strange to stay away from him.
So yeah,
the airport.
So that was an adventure.
Why,
hello there, beautiful people. Hey there, my brother. Good to see you, Kaiser. Good to see you.
Hi.
So there was that, the fact that I wasted an entire pot of Grey Seer that had only been open, I think, for about 2 to 3 weeks. So that was fun. Also, I got stuck in the airport all day on Tuesday. I got there at 7 in the morning and made it to Charlotte, which was the midway point of my journey, at like just after 9 at night.
Ugh.
And all the connecting flights to New York were gone. So I had to stay in Charlotte overnight. And they said the next flight we can put you on is at 8:30 tomorrow night. So that was 2 full days where I was just locked in an airport. And man, that was no fun, guys. It killed. Like at first I was painting, but then I had my spill. So then I was like, I didn't feel like, painting in the airport anymore. So then I had to amuse myself without painting in the airport for 2 days. That was some trying times, guys.
Really? How's your wrist?
My wrist is so then I make it to New York, and I was telling some of our lovely people here that my party pants got ruined. I know, right? I'll just have to transform them into the ones I rip off on the Chippendale stage.
Party boy.
So I get to New York, and I was telling them how a lot of people see Texans is that we have horses everywhere. We're all carrying our pistol and a quick draw on our hip. Some of us take, our horses to Walmart or work or whatever. And, that's just like the misconception of Texas, right? And I mentioned that, unfortunately, when we in the South think of New York, we think of the crime in New York and, all the stuff we hear, the purse snatchings, the gangs and stuff like that. That's how a lot of Southerners see New York City area. Well, let me give you my first impression of New York. So I'm there. I don't get out, get to New York until like just after midnight, right? And I go straight to the hotel. I hadn't eaten since 3 in the evening, but I was just so tired from the ordeal that I didn't even go get anything to eat from like a drive-thru or anything like that. I basically hit up the vending machine, got some popcorn and beef jerky, and went straight to sleep. Well, the next day I get up and I get ready to go to my first meeting. On the way to my meeting, I'm about 15 minutes into my first experience in New York. I pass by one of these neighborhoods where police are like diverting us from this route, where they've got no fewer than 20 police cars all lined up. And I kid you not, there was a SWAT van there, and a guy jumps out of the back of the SWAT van in full SWAT armor and one of those battering rams.
Not stereotypical at all.
Right? And, the guy next to him was also in full SWAT armor. It's got two-handing a shotgun. And they're just casually walking up to the door while police are steering traffic away from this confrontation, right? So anyways, being in security, I happen to know the manager who provides security for that building. And I happen to see one of our uniforms, making an incident report, filling one out on the curbside. So I call out, I call up one of the managers I know, and I said, "Hey, what's going on at, such and such building?" And they're like, "It's a hostage situation. Some kid broke his probation. It's his probation for gun control, and has been stocking up on weapons, even though that violates his parole. And so they were going to go get him, but." The crazy thing is that the police weren't sure if the mother wasn't letting him come out or if he wasn't letting his mother come out. Because they didn't want to just go in there guns blazing with the mother there. But yeah, there was a standoff going on. So I guess they were preparing to breach their way in.
Yeah. So you didn't take your horse and ride up to there with your guns to help them out. Hey, you need some help.
Hey guys,
there,
I'm from Texas. I can help.
I can help.
But yeah, I was just like, this only reinforces the stereotype. That was my first 15 minutes in New York. And then I showed you that night where I had to wait in the parking lot of the diner for 20 minutes or so because there was the police lights and the ambulance lights right outside my hotel, and I couldn't get to the parking lot.
Oh yeah, on the lights, man. Light them up, whoop whoop, light them up.
I was like, oh, I'm sure this is a good sign at my hotel. This is fine. This is fine.
Nah, that's just like it's the beginning of a parade, It's about it.
So yeah, I had a very interesting experience, like between the flights, the overnight stays, the hostage situation. It was a really intense work trip this week. I mean, granted, I wasn't involved.
That would be something I would pay to see.
I just rode up to the kid and left.
Yeah.
That's all right, guys. I'm from Texas.
I got this. Hey, don't run, boy. Don't make me chase you. If I come after you, ain't going to be pretty. I'm from Texas.
They were taking down a guy in New York who could not take it anymore when the Postal Service lost his cursed city from eBay. Dodgy taxi drivers late night at JFK. Oh, and the line dancing after eating steaks.
Yeah,
That is true.
That is true.
Can Timmy come out to play? No, he most certainly cannot. But we have a ward.
Come on, Mrs. Timmy, we really need to see your son.
He's eating dinner.
Ma'am, we've got a warrant.
He's eating dinner.
I don't want to see him, Mom. Yeah, I can imagine that. So I'm glad you're back. Well, I'm glad you're back in Texas, right where you belong. You know, back in your horse and riding your steed and, you know, shooting off your guns in the middle of your living room. That's the way to do it here.
That's how we do it.
Beef, it's what for dinner.
Hold on 1 second.
Well, oh, great. Oh, man, don't say anything stupid. I want to see you die in midstream here, buddy. No focus attention. Oh, man. See, guys, see that look right there? This was what happens when, you know, like famous last words. And then, just like that, Mythos was gone.
It plays the Unsolved Mysteries theme.
The funny thing about it is what you would see is you wouldn't even see the hands or anything. It's kind of like one of those, you know, the horror movies where everything's normal and all of a sudden something reaches by underneath them and snatches them and just drags them right out of the scene. You hear, ah! You know, so well, there he goes.
We all knew this day would happen. This day would come.
Happen. Rest in peace, Mythos.
I will remember you.
Did I call Lily? No, I better not. Let me just lose the number. Let me just burn the number. All right, number forgotten. All right, moving along.
Mythos got raptured. All right, so we got a couple of news topics to hit up tonight, huh?
Yeah. Got a couple. Yeah. Got nothing to do with me, but yeah. That's actually. Let's see if we can do something.
Wait, you're not starting a brand new Astra Militarum so that way you can play as Gaunt's Ghost? Right. But you look so good as a commissar in the thumbnail.
I know. It does look good. Oh my god.
Oh, this crazy thing happened. You know how your ears pop when you with the air pressure when you fly?
Uh-huh.
I got that coming down, and like it just keeps randomly hurting throughout the night. Like, like it'll like feel fine, and then like just now, just all of a sudden, it's like I'm back in the air, but I'm not.
Yeah, your pressure in your head didn't normalize. Window.
Oh, that's a good cup of tea, babe. Thank you so much.
So I'm trying something different. I'm using Opera GX, which is a really cool, really amazing browser. So I'm seeing if OBS will pick it up. Window. What else? One, two, and.
So you guys can tell from the thumbnail, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the release stats for Gaunt's Ghosts, which is pretty cool. Also, I have a leaked picture of some possible new orc boys, and I don't mean beast snaggers. I'm mostly excited about the beast snaggers, but it's cool to see the leaked pic.
Oh, yeah, looks like it came through. Okay. Right.
Oh, Lars, X-Gear Commander. Only I would imagine it would be too far for you, so far away. Freak, probably too far for you too.
What?
Something I want to mention, and it's a shame that brother Atlas isn't here tonight. But one of the things, you know, I follow the Warhammer Kingwood store on Facebooks.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, have been kind of chatting back and forth a little bit with the new store manager guy, because it took me a while to kind of get in the good graces of the last store manager. And this one, like, seems to be doing, I say doing more with the store, but, to be fair, the store owner that we knew, got wrecked by COVID for most of his run of the store. But this one seems to be setting up a, he knows lore, spend a lot of time talking about lore. And speaking of lore, we're going to get to talk about Argyle Tall here in a minute. I'm super excited. Hey, Atlas is here. But before we go into that, starting next, so games are back officially at the store.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
And because of the whole, just getting over like COVID and stuff like that, they're no longer requiring masks to play in the store, which is, neat. But they have to limit how many people are in the store at the same time.
Makes sense.
So to handle that, or to counteract that, though, they're doing a thing where they're taking reservations on the table in advance. Mm-hmm. He said you can reserve the table weeks in advance if you want to, which I've always wanted, because it's a small store and it's hard to guarantee a table.
Right.
But I mean, if we said we wanted to have a game, 2-3 weeks from now, we could guarantee that instead of having to wait around.
Right.
I thought that was kind of cool. And they're doing a 2-week escalation league starting next month. And a weekly escalation league was too much commitment for me, to try and be available every week. But 2-week might be a little more manageable. And starting at 500 points could be getting into the game a little more seriously. So I'm pretty excited about the idea. So Atlas, Lars, maybe Brother Oni, it might be Warhammer King might be too far for you, but just the idea of some, hey, sweet girl, this pupper here was so sweet when I came home today. She missed her daddy. This pupper right here. And I don't know why I'm showing the camera when we're looking at horse heresy. I'm being a dork. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, possible more pickup games for everyone. If you guys are interested, could be something worth checking out. All right. So Argyle Tall. Okay, so this is a really cool, give you a little background. Well, actually, they'll probably give you some of the background on Argyle Tall there. I don't know why I'm about to explain to you, Freak, but really cool character, the word bearer, one of the first ones to have his soul bonded to a demon. And just a super cool character, and had like this really cool like sword and even a custodian spear that he got off the body. It's the Warhammer Kingwood Atlas, brother. Warhammer Kingwood. And yeah, it's pretty neat. But yeah, Argyle Tall, he was best friends with Kharn the Betrayer. And like I said, he dual wielded a big broadsword and spear, like the custodians use, that he picked up off the body of a custodian. And it was just, he was badass. I think this point of the story is after he stops using those weapons because they got snapped or broken or whatever. But this is just such a cool character from the story. I'm not big into chaos, but I always thought this character was badass. I'm sorry. I'll let you do your thing with the, taking a look.
I'm just going to read it here. Welcome to this month Legion Dispatch. After showing off Malgars the Twisted and the new Imperial Fist Praetors, is back to the Trader Legions as we take a first look at Argyle Tall's stunning new model. Argyle Tall was one of the word bearers, legionaries, who went on a pilgrimage into the Eye of Terror. Like any who go abroad on holiday, he refused to shut up about how much the trip had changed him when he got home. Okay. Unlike people who spent a week learning to cook Italian food, Argyle Tall had been bonded with a demon while traveling the Immaterium. And I got to say, that is gruesome AF.
Yeah, so like the ceramite armor plates actually morph into the flesh of his demons. So like you can see it's kind of like growing out of him.
Right.
That's because like the metal actually shifts into flesh.
That's
And so like it's like moving fluid metallic flesh. And like he's one of the more normal looking ones. You can see he still has kind of a helmet looking bit and stuff like that. And he still has like legible fingers and claws and stuff like that. I like the satyr feet. I think that's a cool addition. But like some of his brothers and stuff like that, their helmets will actually split horizontally.
Ooh.
And you know, like teeth will be made out of like parts of the helmet and stuff like that. You know, just again, this the demon making flesh out of the armor itself. So
yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of, you know, this is very, very rated G. I mean, you can almost see what this Space Marine might have had for breakfast on the
yeah, just a really cool character from the lore, though. Like I said, I'm not even a fan of Chaos, but I love who this character is in the book series.
So you're a fan
good looking model. I'm not a fan of Chaos. Gary, my brother, good morning. Welcome to the world of the waking, my friend.
You keep telling yourself, well, you know, I don't judge. All right. After his expedition, Argotals formed an unlikely bromance with the captain of the World Eater's 8th Company, Khan, as they fought in the Shadow Crusade together. Unfortunately, the word bearer's chaplain, Erebus, had his own plan. Or Khan, yeah, and got rather jealous of the burgeoning friendship. After much arching of fingers and dastardly scheming, he split Argottal and Khan up before they got to take the road trip to Terra they had been planning. As you can see, the new model captures Argottal in all of his ascendant glory, and he is available for pre-order from Forge World soon. Get your World Bears Legion ready for his arrival by picking up a squad of Gal Vorbak for him to lead into battle. Blah, 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 blah.
So the Gal Vorbak are all his brothers, the ones that have demon bonded souls in the word bearers.
His homies.
That their armor, yeah, it's his homies that become like demons with their flesh made out of the armor.
Right. It is a really amazing sculpt. It's very, very dynamic, very, very moving.
Yeah, agreed. The movement in the wings is really cool because normally, like with a lot of like, you know, especially we see dynamic wings on big models like Magnus, Smatarian, Snake Lady, Morathi, but usually on like a small, like 32 millimeter character or whatever, you don't normally see like movement in the wings and whatnot, but you can actually see that here.
It's really cool, really cool.
Cool, very cool. This is a brilliant model. I'll probably never paint up, but it looks gorgeous.
Brilliant. Right, here we go. If I wanted to field an entire squad of specialist heroes, Gaunt's Ghosts have you covered. All right.
Gaunt's Ghosts. These are very, very cool models.
And the first. As we saw.
It's a little warm here in Texas, guys. I'm going to turn on my fan. Let me know if it gets too loud.
All right, man. Well, let me know if you start having to remove articles. What? Right. So, I'm sure Brother Atlas is really excited about this. Yep. As we saw during the Black Library Day of Warhammer Fest Online, Black Library superstars Gaunt's Ghosts are returning to Warhammer 40k in miniature form. Just
to stop you real quick.
Why?
I don't know if the feed hasn't caught up yet, but it's still on Argotall for me.
You know what? Oh, you know what? Okay, my bad. Hold on, don't judge me.
Yes, G, my man. I'm going to turn on my fans.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find the. Oh. Wait, hold on. Where are you?
Ghosts.
Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Being so dumb.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. Oh, it's a little.
Yeah.
Nope. Go back.
Man, I really really hope Atlas gets some of these guys. I don't know if you can use them with Cadians, or not Cadians, Catachans. That's what Atlas plays.
Okay.
But man, I'd love to paint up some of these for him.
Okay, where are we at? All right, so but thanks for interrupting, because I'd be reading and nobody else would know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, what is he doing? All right, he's weird again. Alas, what good is having a squad full of beautiful models? I already lost my time. If you can't use them to blast a few heretics on the tabletop. Luckily, the ghosts come with a full data sheet, including their point costs, so you can deploy them to all of your open narrative and matched play games just as soon as you've glued them together. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to put them together, you know? This is a cool one, right? Or just call Brother Richard and have him do it, you know? That's just...
Yeah. Calling me out, but yeah, that's exactly
what I
would do.
No, nothing. As expert scouts and light infantrymen, the Tanith first and only are adept at sneaking behind enemy lines and avoiding detection, even on an active battlefield. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. And they've had plenty of chances to prove it. Accordingly, Gaunt's ghosts can pop up where your opponent least expects them and meld into the shadows for all but the closest targets. Yay. All right, covert stealth team. What is he holding? Like somebody's spleen? What the heck is that? Let's see.
Oh, he's leaning up against a branch.
Oh, okay. Almost he's like holding up, like, I got somebody's liver. Anybody want some? That's exactly what he looks like. You want a piece? No, man, I ate. You sure? It looks pretty good. No, I'm good. I ate already.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
All right, the covert stealth. So during deployment, when you set up this unit, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches away from the enemy deployment zone and any enemy models. And then Tanith Camel Cloak. This unit is not an eligible target for ranged attacks if it is more than 18 inches away from the firing unit. Each time a ranged attack is made against this unit, subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll. Wow. So each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model in this unit, while it's receiving the benefits of cover, add an additional 1 to any armor saving throw made. Well, that's pretty cool. So the camel cloak, of course, your typical stealth cloak or camel cloak that you would have on a I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, but like buffed up, Yeah. Because okay, so you've got the -1 to hit, which is always really good.
Yeah.
You've got the extra armor save, but then also you can't even select it for a target if it's more than 18 inches away.
Right. Yeah.
That would be so perfect for parking on your back objectives. Yeah. Like, you can't see me.
Right.
They're pulling a John Cena.
So I really wish they kind of gave at least something similar, not to this extent. What are the stealth guys? Good God, I'm drawing away. The ones that I always use that always get killed the first.
Your scouts?
Scouts, thank you. Yeah. It'd be cool to see because they do have the camo cloaks in them, right? And you can utilize it. I do think I have to look and see what the stats are on the camo because I have not used scouts forever, right? Especially in 9th edition. I have not used them in 9th. So I'm curious to see what kind of stats I actually have, or if they're basically worthless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a meme that was kind of saying the same thing about how they're like 5 army guys with dirty sheets, and it's like a Tau stealth suit.
Right.
And it's like 5 guys with dirty sheets on, better stealth technology than all these, than all this technology we're wearing. And it's like, the tons of like the Tau stealth armors and the ghost keel and stuff like that. And they're like, there's like a tear coming down from the robot's eyes. And it's just like, but I can understand why, because these are like special characters. They've got the character keyword.
Right.
They're unique. So you can only take one of these squads, Sure. So like it's not game breaking because it's only like one squad.
Right.
If it were like on all scouts or stealth suits or whatever, and people could flood the board with them,
Yeah,
I can see where that could be game. Yeah,
that would be really messed up. No, I get it. No, I'm thinking like if you could just get a little bit, because right now scouts suck.
Oh yeah.
Scouts
Oh
suck.
yeah.
They're just fodder. I mean, they just
Hey, everything else in Space Marines gets 2 wounds, and scouts are like, yeah, no, we're still stuck here at 1 wound.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh,
where
are our bullet catchers? Can we get the bullet catchers here? Okay, yeah, you guys.
But we're scouts, sir.
No, you're bullet catchers.
No, sir. We go in depth and we hide in the bushes.
No. I need you guys to go smack. Just put your weapons down. Just walk down the middle. We need a diversion. Thank you. Or scouts.
Do they have a specialty in towel snaps?
only in the showers. They're winding up. Ow! Okay. All right. In addition to this, each member of the Ghost is a character in their own right, and many have skills that benefit the entire squad. I feel like I'm changing all kinds of.
Oh, you're coming across different characters. So
yeah,
it's okay.
Sure, right now. Maybe it's just my.
This is your commissar voice, apparently.
This is my commissar? Okay, I guess it. But no, I think the commissar should actually have more of like imperial. As such, we'll be looking at them one by one, so you can get a good feel for what each of these specialists can do. Yeah, I think that's more. Right?
Sure.
I mean, it would be like. This is how do you pronounce this? Ibram Gaunt. Anybody want to correct me? Ibram Gaunt? Anyone?
I think it's Ibrams because you can sync him up to the iCloud.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so
yeah.
Ibram, you Bram, we all Bram. Got it. Gaunt.
No, Brambleton is Bram.
Oh.
That's the only one I know.
Oh, it works. So Gaunt is the squad's premier close combat fighter, in addition to being its leader, worrying through all kinds of heretic scum with his favorite chainsword. Dude, I love that chainsword.
Yeah, that is cool.
Okay. Colonel Commissar Abraham Gaunt.
Commissar voice is Canadian.
Yes. Yeah, so let me go back here. Yeah. In addition
please don't offend our Canadian viewers.
Each member of the Ghost is a character in their own right, eh? Many have skills that benefit the entire squad, eh? As such, we'll be looking at them one by one so you can get a good feel for what each of these specialists can do, eh? All right, we're done. And just like that, our show has been shut down. Thank you guys for watching.
God. So anyways, man, look at this guy's stats. This guy's he's pretty.
Yeah, he's stout, bro. He's
2+ weapon skill and ballistic skill. Only strength and toughness 3, but that's average for most humans.
Yeah. But
4
actually,
wounds.
That's not bad. That's not bad. 4 wounds is really good for a human.
Yeah, 3 attacks. Yeah. Plus, you're going to get extra attacks with the chainsword.
Yeah.
Leadership 9, save 4+.
Yep.
But then check it out. He's got like a mini Teeth of Terra chainsword. So it's almost as good as the Space Marines Teeth of Terra.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be strength and melee, range and strength of the user.
Yes, sir.
But a -1 AP.
There you go.
So, and then 2 damage each and D3 additional attacks.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at
all. Kaiser just left a comment that calls for your unique accent.
Oh, his specialties are a boot, surely. Yeah, so as you might expect from his indomitable leadership, shut up, don't interrupt me. He keeps the squad in line, and so long as he's alive and can serve as an inspirational figurehead when selected as your warlord, eh? I better stop because I will get my ass kicked. Like, can you imagine somebody knocking my door? What I hear? Yeah, I'm Canadian. I do not appreciate your. Oh, whoa! How'd you get here? I'm all the way in Texas. Did you walk here?
Oh man!
All right, Colonel Commissar Abraham Gaunt. Each time this unit takes a morale test that contains the Colonel Commissar Abraham Gaunt, that test is automatically passed. Wow!
So this is really good because a lot of similar abilities say that they automatically pass attrition, which means you still lose the first guy. This one says they automatically pass morale itself, so they don't even lose the first guy. That's good.
I'm telling you, I don't know what freaking accent. I change the accent every 5 minutes. So, yeah, I said, watch it, Ozer. I thought that was a New Zealand accent. It's Scandinavian, you know? I don't know. Read that morale thing again. Oh, yeah. It's pretty badass. Yeah, it's straight up.
Yeah, if it
automatically, it detests, automatically pass, man.
Does that mean we might be looking at characters 2 units? I don't know, but I do know, if I understand correctly, this squad of Gaunt's Ghosts you can take as a singular unit comprised of multiple characters.
Yep.
If that makes any sense. So if you think about it, 5 characters like this, you could easily max out your or overload your HQ or elite squad trying to take this one squad of ghosts, right? But I think you have the ability to take the entire Gaunt's Ghost as a single unit.
Right. First and only, this unit can only be included in an Astromental detachment on an auxiliary support detachment. If this unit is selected as your warlord, then Colonel Commissar Ibrahim Gunt is your warlord. If he has a warlord trait, it must be inspiring leader.
So yeah, it kind of goes back to, I think you can take the ghosts, but then if you choose the unit of ghosts as your warlord, then Ibrahim's who connects to the iCloud is automatically your warlord.
Exactly. And this is Cold Coffee. Colonel Cold Coffee. Oh, Calm Corbeck. I swear, at first look, it looks like Cold Coffee. Colonel Corbeck carries his hotshot Last Carbine. Or Last Carbine. Why did I say Last Carbine? God. I'm reading that like it's... So
this guy's got a different
French.
accent.
It's a French... it's a French weapon. Last Carbine. Into battle themselves as these coins of voice. All right, I better stop.
It won't be too long until every country is on.
Oh, yeah. And then we're just completely censored. Carries his hotshot Last Carbine into battle and serves as the squad's voice of command, making it all easier to activate stratagems for the ghosts, with some even becoming free. Very cool. Let's see. All right, so he's not too shabby either, right? Weapon skill, ballistics 3 up. Strength and, of course, toughness is 3. Wounds are 4. 3 attacks, leadership 8, and 5 up save. Okay, so the Last Carbine shoots at 24 inches, is not pretty bad. Assault 3, I guess 3 shots, and then of course, because he has the assault deal, he can probably re-roll.
Assault gives him move and shoot.
Move and shoot, exactly.
Or advanced shoot, yeah.
Advanced shoot. Of course, strength 3, AP -3, and damage 1. So
Dude,
it's
looking at a lasgun with -3 AP.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, especially for Astra Militarum, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's only strength 3, so it's nothing game breaking, but it is very nice.
Not bad. It's not. Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good for that kind of.
Brother Freak covers the entire world with a single accent. Now that's real talent. Marcos, wow.
Hello.
Good to see you, my brother.
Okay. Colonel Corbeck. Once per battle round, if this unit contains Colonel Corbeck, when this unit uses an Astra Militarum or core stratagem, that stratagem costs 1 fewer CPs to use to a minimum of 0 CP. So that's basically you get it for free. Note that the CP cost is only reduced by 1 CP for that use of the stratagem. Any future usages of it cost the normal amount of CPs. Okay, so you use it. I guess you use it once, and you can use it for free, and then somehow it just the normal price.
That's cool, being able to get a few free uses of your stratagems. I saw this actually in the new AdMech Codex too, where you can get free stratagems and stuff too. It seems to be, I don't know. So it seems like they're wanting you to be able to do more of these stratagems because there are more things that give you CP now. There's refunding CP, and then 5 free, like Kaiser just said. There's this guy gives you essentially 5 free CP per game. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
If you're doing all different stratagems, that is. But I mean, some of them could even be your basics, like Overwatch or reroll. You know. So, and then of course you can even do some of your specialty to your army.
This is Elim Raun. Ron. Elim Raun. All right. Let me say, Major Raun is a Raun. I'm gonna butcher that. He's especially fond of getting his traditional Tanith straight silver knife. That's a cool knife. That is a freaking cool knife.
It is a very cool knife.
It's kind of a little big for a knife.
That's not a knife.
That's a knife. That's a knife. Dude, does it look like a short sword? I mean, that thing is pretty long. That's what she said. Stuck into close combat and is an expert at keeping the enemy off balance so the ghosts can get their licks in without obstruction. Not bad. Major Elim Raun. Okay, so we got... all right, so... Again, he's like the other guy. Weapons, ballistics 3 up, strength, toughness 3, wounds 3, attacks 3, and leadership 7. Leadership is not that high. He's got the same 5 up save, but his little knife there, little knife, has -1 AP and 1 damage. So
it's not bad.
No,
I mean, you know, there's a lot of 3s across that stat line. It's not amazing, but it's not bad, you know. But his ability is very cool. Like, you don't take him for his damage output, but you take him for what he can do.
Right. I almost read that in Major Raun is especially fond of getting his tradition done. You know, I was like, okay, because he looks almost like, damn, I'm not going to do it. I thought he kind of looked a little like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We need water. All right.
So, goodness. So his ability, if your unit's got him in it, then select one unit in engagement range, that unit fights last. So he's basically like a Judiciary for the ghosts.
Mm-hmm. One unit with engagement range with the unit that unit fights last to phase. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. You get a few little, you know, little perks here. Honestly, though, I'll comment or ask my question after the fact. So, because it's curious. All right, this is Lane Larkin. Strange. Lane Larkin. As the regiment's master sniper, Lane Larkin is a crack shot with his long lass. The scope on his rifle also allows him to discover enemy positions, letting the rest of the squad know precisely where to shoot to avoid hitting defensive cover. Okay. Let's see. Master Sniper Helene Larkin. Weapons, ballistics. Oh, okay, this is different. Wow. Okay, weapon skills 3 up. Ballistic skills 2 up.
Yep.
It's
a good sniper.
That's a good sniper. That's almost an auto hit.
Look at the stats on the sniper rifle.
Jesus. Let's see. Wow, 36 inches. That's full las. That's a full las cannon right there.
That's las is 48, but that's plasma range.
Yes, right. Plasma, right. Heavy 1, strength 5. That's really good. -2 AP. 3 damage? Are you kidding me?
D3 damage. Yep. And his sniper rifle ignores the lookout sir rule, just like a scout sniper. Yep. And each time attack is made with the weapon, an unmodified roll of a 6, they take D3 mortal wounds in addition to the normal damage.
Wow, that is really cool. I wonder what the point cost of this guy is. I got a feeling he's going to be up there. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, if this unit contains Master Sniper Helene Larkin, the target does not receive the benefit of cover against that attack. Damn. Okay. Yeah, because he's basically just what's his name again? His name is Helene Larkin.
My God.
That's what it is. He's got an H. Helene Larkin.
It sounds like you people who pronounce the the H in whip.
Oh, cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
They cool. Cool.
Cool.
They whip. Whip. They cool whip. Cool whip.
Cool whip. I love Try Again Bragg. And I'm not sure I would ever want to be the guy who gets named this in the company. Try again, Bragg. It's okay, Bragg. Just try again.
Just do it again. So we got your back. We're all here.
You can do it, Bragg. Try again, Bragg. That's like the next level. You start missing enough, you become. You can do it, Bragg.
Right. We believe in you.
Yeah, that's the final form. The we believe in you, Bragg.
Oh, wow. Most of the time is first and only are known for their expert marksmanship. Trooper Bragg's accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. Strong enough to carry and fire, albeit not very well. Weapons usually reserved for vehicles. His enthusiasm earned him the nickname Try Again for his tendency to keep shooting until whatever he's ostensibly aiming at drops. Oh, try again, Brad.
So this guy is, carrying a full-on autocannon,
dude,
in his big old biceps there.
You know what it reminds me of? Did you ever play, what was that game on Steam? Team Fortress 2. The Heavy, right?
Oh, yeah.
That big autocannon. That's exactly what it looks like, right? And then he say hello to Sasha. Dude, he would spray these. Oh my gosh, that's just raining bullets at you. That's what basically this guy does. So
this guy's a heavy weapon guy. Look at his ballistic skill.
Ugh.
5 up. This is orc shooting.
Yeah, very much so. That's. Do you really want to?
But if he hits,
oh yeah.
If he hits, his strength 7 -1 2 damage. If he hits,
that's.
Now look at his special ability.
All
I
right,
think it's hilarious.
Let's see here. Try again, Brad. Does not suffer the penalty to hit rolls incurring for moving and firing a heavy weapon in the same turn. Okay, so all right. In addition, in the shooting phase, each time this unit has resolved its attacks, no hits were scored with Try Again. Bragg's autocannon. This model can immediately shoot again. Try again. Oh, I get to go again. Oh, goody.
You know what that reminds me of? You ever are playing a game, and I know we've done this to each other before. Like someone's having such horrible luck, and they just really, they just really need to make this dice roll. We've done this in D&D.
Yeah.
Then you roll, and it's so bad that the DM just looks at you and goes, "I didn't see that one. Roll it one more time."
Yeah, take them all again. This is so bad. I can't even.
Thank you, Atlas.
Yeah, he was pretty graceful rather. Oh, okay. Let's continue. On McCall. Oh, so yeah. Now I can see where he's holding a branch. Like I said before, it's just a piece. It looks like he's holding somebody's liver
or spleen.
Or spleen. Yeah. Lastly,
is anybody missing a spleen?
Because
this belong to anyone?
I cut it out. So I can. You need a spleen? I got this extra one. Lastly, Sergeant Scout Owen McCall is a squad stealth specialist and is particularly skilled fighter both at range and up close. His ability to guide his fellow ghosts through enemy territory borders on the supernatural and keeps them out of all kinds of harm. Hey, I call heresy on that crap. What's going on here? Sergeant Scout Owen McCall. Right, so he's actually, that's not bad. So weapon skill, this is really good. Weapons and ballistic skill, 2 up. Really cool.
That's nice.
That is nice. So you almost auto hit. Strength 3, toughness 3, typical. Wounds are 2. Okay. And then 4 attacks, which is amazing. And then leadership 7, saves 5. So
it's interesting because he's got a great weapon skill, ballistic skill, but his weapons are nothing to write home about.
Right. No, 0 AP. That's
Strength 3, 1 damage.
that's old school stuff, man.
I mean, it's classic guard. The fact
Phoenix,
I think
he's the Carl of the Force.
Carl.
Oh, jeez. So while this unit contains Sergeant Scout on McCall, models in this unit have a 5-up invulnerable save. Okay.
So like none of these models by themselves, except maybe the sniper, are just super amazing.
Right.
But the little buffs that they give each other, are kind of neat.
Right. Yeah, I agree. There they are, the Misfits. Gaunt's Ghost can be fielded as HQ choice in any Astra Militarum army, as they often fought alongside each other's Imperial forces during the Sabbat World's Crusade. For a truly thematic choice, be sure to not appreciate the contribution the Tanith makes to your success. Or to not appreciate? Why? Why would you not appreciate?
These are characters from a book series, so it's probably something to do with like that. Yeah, like they don't get appreciated in their books or whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, so all y'all suck. All right, thank you for.
So yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Is there are 5 characters, but you can field them as one unit, which is interesting because, like, if I take Gaunt's Ghost and my opponent takes Assassinate,
right? That
could be like, well, they're not going to be easy to take out, but that could potentially be a lot of points to rack up on Assassinate right there. Yes, we're going to take a look at that picture, Marcos. We're about to take a look at that here in just a minute.
But what if you want to make the rest of your army represent other units from the Tanish first and only? Well, we asked the Warhammer Studio Rules Colonel Robin Krudas for his thoughts. And so here you go. There's absolutely no reason you can't use this data sheet as part of an all Tanith army if you want, simply by replacing the regiment keyword on all your units with Tanith. If you do so, you can also take advantage of the regiment doctrines in Psychic Awakening, the greater good, to reflect the first and only's unique battle styles. That's cool. So you can actually, substitute it for the Tanith. Tanith are light infantry regiment renowned for their stealthiness and their marksmanship. As such, we recommend using the Wilderness Survival's disciplined shooters regimental doctrines to best reflect their backgrounds on the table. All right. So there you go. You actually have them here when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon against an infantry unit with this doctrine. If that unit did not advance in its previous movement phase, it is treated as receiving the benefit of cover to its saving throws. That's Wilderness Survival.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Auto cover. That's kind of like a Raven Guard a little bit.
Yep. In disciplined shooters, when an infantry model with this doctrine shoots with a rapid fire weapon against a unit that's within 18 inches, double the number of attacks that weapon makes, rather than following the normal rules for rapid fire weapons.
Ooh.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Eagle-eyed among you will notice that the Gaunt's Ghost data sheets has the officio perfectus keyword. As such, due to the advisors and auxiliaries rule, they won't ever benefit from such regimental doctrines themselves. But worry not, the Gaunt's Ghost data sheet itself already accounts for the Tanith's stealthy nature and the models with it, with perhaps the exception of Try Again Bragg, are all already expert shots. That's sad.
Poor Bragg.
Poor Bragg. I think it's cool because it was always that one guy. So it's fun. It's funny how they actually got that one guy.
Yeah. Everybody else is stealthy. He's lugging around a tank gun.
Get down, Bragg. I'm trying to get down.
Damn it, Carl. I tell you, if I ever play Astra Militarum, that guy's not going to be Bragg. He's going to be Carl.
Right.
Every time he misses a shot, I'm going to call out, "Damn it, Carl."
Oh, man. All right. So let me change to this one last one.
So one of those is just a picture. It's not an actual article.
Right. I'm just trying to. Nope, that's not it. This one? Yeah, that's it. Done. Okay.
Woo, so this is a picture located on the box of the Gaunt's Ghost set. And it's showing, you know how they always do those little pictures of things you can buy, those little pictures they do to try and get you to buy more stuff,
Yep.
little advertising. So this is what looks to be the new Cadian box. And on the right there, it looks to be some new orcs. Now they look more armored than the Beast Snaggers. Plus they've got Shootas, which the Beast Snaggers haven't been seen with yet. And some of them are left-handed, which the orc kit that's out now doesn't have any left-handed shooter boys. So
Interesting.
a lot of people are saying this could finally, everybody's been asking for, not everybody, a lot of people have been asking for a long time. When are we going to get, new orcs? Because our sculpts, everybody's getting cool new sculpts, and,
Right.
orcs are like, well, we still got the,
things,
the comedic looking orcs from, the early 90s. We
Right.
want some updated orcs. Some people are like, no, don't update my orcs because, I have 90 of them and I don't want to replace them.
Yeah, classic. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, some people have really been asking for this for a while, and it could possibly be here that new orc boys are coming in.
Nice. Very nice.
I didn't want to make this the headline for tonight because, it's just a theory, but it looks pretty confirmed. So yeah, everybody can get excited about that. I know some people who have mentioned that, if orcs had, I've heard a few people say that they'd be interested in starting to collect orcs if they had some updated sculpts, but they just looked a little too dated for them,
Right.
a little too comical, and everything else looks so cool right now, which, I can understand. I love my orcs now, but I definitely think, some of the new sculpts like the Beast Snaggers and whatnot definitely look cooler. So I could see where they're coming from with that,
Right.
So anyways, some pretty cool stuff on the way. Now our show did take a different format than usual tonight, guys. So we actually are out of time for Art of the Week, but we will make sure to do an extra robust
Heck
Art of
yeah.
the Week next weekend.
Solid, baby.
Solid.
So, Freak, any closing thoughts for tonight, man?
Man, I'm sorry I caught the tail end, and kind of wish, yeah.
Well, dude, you made it in for us to cover some really cool news together.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it was
a good show.
It was good overall. Yeah, like I said, I wish, well, anyway, no use in crying over spilled milk, right? Anyway, overall, I think it was a good show. I liked at least Astra Meltarum is actually getting some love.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really cool. Atlas, are you going to jump in on that? Are you going to get in the action there, buddy? Curious. We'll see. We'll see in the playing field to see if he actually jumps on that. So that'd be really interesting.
I think for Atlas is probably going to make a difference on how compatible they are with his Cadians.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Yeah. Then Marcos is like, hey, I'll buy the new orc boys. Yeah. I who knows? We'll see. We may actually get some more orc love, like we haven't gotten enough already. God dog it.
I definitely would at least want a squad of the new ones because, first of all,
because you haven't had enough orc loving. I get it.
I have been, like, a lot of my projects this year have taken a back seat, and at the end of last year too, a lot of my projects have taken a back seat for orcs. I've just really fallen in love with my orc army, guys. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think, I'm still definitely a Space Wolf and Marine player, but definitely orcs is up there in my favorites list too. Oh, did my resin goodness?
Oh.
Okay, nothing broke.
You're good? All good?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their fingers and arms and stuff?
I just mentioned earlier tonight too that if it's one of my models I painted, then I've probably dropped it at some point. And I had to go and prove me right. So,
Ta-da! So, yeah, there you go.
All right, guys. So, and that is the last bit of oil washing on all my Ludas. So, In
Timing.
fact, I'd mentioned that I was going to try and have these finished for our game next weekend. These guys just really need some flocking and some highlighting to bring that color back up after that oil dries. And yeah, these guys will be done and good to go for our game. So, and I can actually put down in my book, I've got 5 Ludas done, dunzos. So that'll be cool, guys. I think the new Gaunt's Ghost look cool. I think pretty excited about the new boys. Lars, just hop back on at the end, and my connection seems to be bad tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. Did you at least see the new Orc boys that we had just took a look at? You mind popping that picture on the screen just for Lars real quick? Possibility new Orc boys kit. Okay, never mind. Nothing has come out yet. Oh yeah, I was just saying I'm excited for, all the upcoming stuff, the Beast Snaggers, the new boys. I'm really hyped for Works right now. Everything looks super cool. But yeah, it's just one leaked image, Lars, that came from the Gaunt's Ghost box packaging, and it looks like we got some new sculpts for Orc Boys inbound, classic Orc Boys. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And then it's all good, man.
Oh, no, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not enough Orc love yet because nothing's come out. It's all potential. It's all potential Orc love right now.
Right. Just see it as, what could be. Okay, so don't let that.
Those Eldar Guardsmen too. So sad and Forsaken sculpts. I'm not an Eldar player, but I feel it. Yeah, they can. They definitely need some more love too.
There you go.
There we go, Lars. Just a little leaked pic on the right side there. They got shooters. They're left-handed, and so these might be new Orc boys.
And that's some good dice roll, by the way. I'm just saying.
Do you think somebody actually rolled that, or you think that's staged and they just placed them there?
I don't know. They could have rolled it. I mean, that could have happened. I don't know. It does look staged because as you can see, the in the picture of the dice as a 3, so it looks like they rolled a lot of 3s. So I don't know. Maybe it's
also just how close those orcs and soldiers are. If we had rolled something like that, there would have been models knocked over. Or
yep, it would have been.
I think that's
bowling.
an us.
Yeah.
I think that's an us problem, though. I don't think that's a. I don't think that's a physics problem. I think that's just an us
I
problem.
think it is us. I mean, it doesn't matter where we roll them; they always wind up hitting models and kicking them off the table. So,
guys, a bit of a potato camera leak again. It seems. Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. Elster Nation, my friend, my brother, our brothers from across the pond. I am so sorry. We were just closing it out, but guys, Elster Nation, fantastic channel, and actually had a really good segment this week about what is really your hobby. Because some of us who dip into the social media, the streaming, the YouTube, the filming aspect, the taking the pictures for our hobby, sometimes we start missing out on the actual hobby side, and trying to get balance in your life with the hobby. Elster Nation's got a really great segment on that out. Definitely go over to Elster Nation's channel and check that out. It was a brilliant video this week. Like I said, guys, we will be back next week much stronger with Art of the Week. And also, for those of you who hobby along with us on Friday nights, I did get up at 3:00 this morning to catch a flight home. So I've almost been up for 24 hours now. We're going to call the show here, and I'm just going to go to bed tonight. So we will not be doing an after party hobby hangout. But it's been fun hanging out with all you guys, and lots of cool stuff coming up to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And I'm definitely going to see if I can try and talk Brother Atlas to getting some of those gaunts in his army, because A, I'd love to see him on the table, and B, I happen to know that sometimes he looks for an arrangement where I just want to be able to pay them for him. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm gonna try and sweet talk him, dude. You really need this. This is really going to help your army on the table, so I can paint away. Oh man! So guys, great hanging out with you tonight. I mentioned earlier it has been a real test of patience this week with my work week, and so it's been a really long ass week. You guys have definitely made it all better with a good hangout tonight.
Yeah,
Great
a little
hangout.
pep. He needed that. Yeah.
I definitely needed that. Appreciate all of you guys. If you enjoyed tonight's show, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop some comments down below if you're watching further from the archives, and feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to any of our Chilling Network brothers down in the description below, or if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, like the guy down there,
Come on.
make sure that we'd love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frosted Fist. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.